What's up guys, FM Campbell here and welcome to episode number 7 of Building a Force series. If you don't already know, we have taken control of York City after holidaying for a complete year. This team was voted by yourselves, so yeah, the plan is to take them all the way to the top of the Premier League, hopefully press for the Champions League. This will also become the main series on this channel in the long term, other than obviously when the Aston Villa series finishes. So, we left you last against the game, when we played against Burton, and I hate to break it to you, but it's not been going well. Yeah, we played Burton here, we lost 3-1, which is a live episode. Obviously, link is in the description if you want to check that one out first. Since then, we've played Wycombe, we lost 3-0, didn't score a goal. Mark Howard, Chris Long and Josh Wright with all the goals. We've had real big problems with injuries. Crowsdale was out for 2 to 3 weeks. One good bit of news though was the fact that the board have increased our contract by a single year, so until the end of 2017. We did try and make the contract a little bit longer, but unfortunately they would not budge. I even asked for less money just to confirm my status as the manager for longer term rather than just a single year, but they kept on rejecting us. But yeah, only to the end of 2017. We made a signing. Connor Ripley has come in. He has come in as a second choice goalkeeper. He looks really good, to be fair, for the level. Relatively cheap as well. We've got Joe Wildsmith on loan on a free at the minute. We're trying to loan out Thomas Flynn, but he's not that expensive, to be fair. So we'll see what we'll do in the future with the goalkeeper situation. But at the minute we've got Joe Wildsmith as number 1 choice, then Connor Ripley as our second choice. Plus his value is really good as well. So if we do decide to sell him on in the future, we could obviously make a couple of quid. So yeah. Right, what else have I got on my notes here? McCoy has left the club and has signed for Whitby. So we'll go to the transfers. Obviously this is the after going through January and things like that, so we'll go out transfer history. Let's have a look at our outs. 15, 16. Right, so we've got, where's he gone? Oh, that's why. Outs. Yes, Marvin McCoy's joined Whitby on a free. Just trying to save some wages. He was never playing for us. He's 27 years old. He hasn't got great stats. To be fair, as a right back, tackling is one of the main stats there that I was quite concerned about. So was stamina. But yeah, saving a little bit of money on wages, so we let him go. Who else have we got let go? James Atkinson's gone to Millwall, 21 years old. He just wasn't good enough. He was flapping at a lot of stuff. If you've seen previous episodes, especially in the match engine, shots were going straight at him and he was like doing backwards roly-polies as it goes over him and all this stuff. But yeah, his handling and his reflexes are sort of the two main stats that I like to look at a good goalkeeper. And for the wages that he was on, we decided to let him go on a free to Millwall. I think he's their third choice keeper. Ryan Crowsdale, he's gone on loan to Chester. He did actually get injured for 2 to 3 weeks, and then on his immediate return we loaned him out. So yeah, he's on loan at Chester at the moment. They're paying all of his wages. Then Ebo Ando, unfortunately we couldn't get a work permit for him still, and because of the wage he was on, I was really looking to get him out. So I mean, we signed him on a free and we sold him for 48.5k. So we made a little bit of money, which is good. So yeah, I was actually considering, we've got sort of 2 central attacking midfielders that aren't too bad already. Ebo Ando we decided to let go, and we got a fee for it, which is always a bonus. In regards to incomings, Connor Ripley, as I said, we had Marlon Pack join, who you know about already. Adrian Drury has joined on loan from Man City as a right winger. We've had some real injury problems, which I'll go through very shortly. Yeah, real bad injury problems. Luke Woodland has joined on a free transfer. He's a central midfielder. He's going to replace Crowsdale. Yeah, £700 a week, so 20 years old. He's got reasonably good sort of current ability and potential ability according to our assistant manager. Really good potential. As I said, 20 years old, so which is always a bonus. And across the board, he's not too bad at all, but it will come with age. Thiago Casasola has joined on loan from Fulham. You may recognise this guy from previous FMs, that he's turned out to be quite a good player. But yeah, his heading, marking and tackling are all there. He's got good physical stats. His mental stats could improve. I would prefer him to have better determination. I do like determined players, but loan's a loan. He's not costing us a penny. 6'2", And yeah, centre-backs have been really, really poor for us as of late. Now, talking about centre-backs, before I go back to the fixtures, a player that we've approached, a big name player that we've approached, Rio Ferdinand. We've made a bid for him. The contract, I don't know if it will it show it? I don't think it's going to show it. Transfer, no, it's not that bad. I think it's about $1,000 around that mark. I mean, I'm thinking of the mental side of things. I'm thinking of tutoring. I'm thinking of he can probably come in and be one of our captains. His stats have really decreased technically, but he'll be great for the dressing room. He'll be great for the players. I think it's a real coup for a club like York City to have Rio Ferdinand signing only until the end of the season. So he would leave at the end of the season, so in a couple of months' time. But I mean, to get him tutoring some of the younger lads would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, he's not anytime soon. He's probably going to retire at the end of the season, let's be honest. But yeah, so not too bad. Another one that we've got hopefully going out is Chris Salmon in the under-18s. Yeah, 100% wages. So only £80 a week would be saving. He's never really going to play for us in the future, to be honest with you. So if we can get his wages paid, he might be going on loan to Witten. So let's go back through some of my notes. Going back to Wildsmith, actually, we actually increased his deal, and he's now with us until the end of the season, because it was only a 3-month deal, but he's now with us to the end of the season. One good thing about the team is look at the amount of homegrown players that we've got in the squad, which is great. Coulson, the winger, where is he? He's out for 6 weeks to 2 months. Now 5 weeks to 2 months. So that was a problem. Excuse me. Yeah, we couldn't get a work permit for Ando. We also couldn't get a work permit for Cunha either, which is a bit annoying because he's worth quite a bit of money. We did try to sell him. He's wanted by 6 clubs, but we still haven't managed to sell him, unfortunately. Yeah, if we could get a hefty sum for him, it would be amazing. But we're struggling for a work permit. We tried to get him out on loan. We've applied for work permits quite a few times now, and unfortunately it's not looking great, which is a real shame because he's a really, really good centre-back for this level. He would be our second best centre-back other than Casasola. So imagine them two playing together, but unfortunately it's not working out. Craig Baxter, we've also been trying to sell just for any sort of value. He does leave at the end of the season anyway, but I just want to save money. That £500 a week could go somewhere else. So other than that, all the players that we don't want at the club are either out on loan or we've sold, which is good. Dugdale, another centre-back, he is out for 3 to 4 weeks. We have got a couple of players that have finally come back, players like Wes Fletcher and things like that, but he's now out for 3 weeks. And we're seriously struggling. It doesn't really make sense because we were doing so well at the beginning of the season in this tactic with a lot of lesser players at the beginning as well, and we were like top of the league at one point. And this sort of run of 7 games has really killed us in the league. We're currently sat in 7th position, so we're still in the playoff spots. I would have liked to finish in obviously the top 3 would have been great, but I mean our prediction, we're predicted to finish when it loads in 19th place, so we're still doing better than predicted. Our target's to obviously finish mid-table, but yeah, so we'll go through these games quickly. We lost 3-0 to Wycombe. Then we lost 1-0 at home to Accrington Stanley. Naismith with a 70th minute winner. Southend then 3-0. Real issue scoring goals at this point. Taylor, Rittenberg and Neil all with the goals. Then 4-0 against Newport County. We lost. They also had 10 men. It's just, with the injuries that we've had, it's just really fallen apart. Port Vale, we lost 3-1, finally scoring a goal. Oztumer with a goal. Lost 3-1 in the 81st minute, so it was only a consolation goal, but really poor from us. So we do need to get back to winning ways. We've got a big game today against Mansfield. They are currently sat in 4th position. We could go above them. Oh, well, no, sorry, because of the goal difference we probably won't, but we could equal their points, how many points they have. Wes Fletcher is still the top goal scorer in the league, and he didn't play for us for God knows how long. So I mean, let's have a look at the injury. I can't remember what the injury was. He was out for 5 weeks, which was a real issue, and it was during a period where some of the games were Tuesday, Saturday. So very frustrating. So yeah, it just doesn't really make sense. We haven't changed anything drastically in the tactics. It's just the injuries that have really killed us, and that's then not helped with the morale. So the morale has dipped, which isn't great. So, but yeah, we've got a good team as well. We've got players that have got a gel. We've got Marlon Pack that's coming. He's a great player. Adam Drury looks like a great player as well. We've got Casasola coming. He looks like a good player. And we do have quite a lot of centre-backs. We do have 5 there, and we're after Rio Ferdinand, but we're trying to get rid of a couple of them. A couple of them also leave at the end of the season, so we'll decide what we want to do. But I'm happy that Wes Fletcher is now back, because hopefully he can get back scoring. Although his form's recently dipped, he hasn't scored for a couple of games. So, I mean, you can see a lot of 6.5 and 6s. So hopefully today will be the day that we turn it around. We are playing against Mansfield. As I said, we are at home. They're playing a 4-4-2. We're playing our 4-4-1-1. Sorry, a 4-2-3-1. So we're going a little bit more attacking now. I think what we've got to start thinking about is we do need to try and just press for goals, and rather than worry about conceding, actually concentrate on scoring goals. So Casasola is going to start his first game for us in place for the injured Doug Dale. And we have some really tired players. So Woodland is going to come out. We're going to bring in Soares, who's also had a real dip in form. We'll take good. Rowley's been really poor for us, but unfortunately, where is he? In fact, Samney can come back in now. He can come back in for Rowley. Rowley's been terrible. He's been really, really bad. 6.16 has been his average rating over the last 5 games. So, yeah, not great at all. We're gonna have to. It's the form that's really killed us. Marlon Pack's gonna have to be rested. Let's play Ross. He's been poor as well. We'll have to go Ross Penn. What's Oztuma's fitness like? He's not great. So Jordan Clark will come in. We've got a really, really unfit team at the moment. And we have a game on Saturday as well against Crewe, which is a massive game. Wes Fletcher's going to have to play. Jake Hyde on the bench. I think that's what we're going to have to go for. I mean, we don't really have too many options. We could maybe give Drury... Let's give Drury his first start for... Is it his first start? No, it's not. Drury a start for Schmelz, but Drury's not been playing well either. It's so frustrating at the moment. John McComb, 6.04. It's just not great at all. I think we're going to bring... Keith Lowe, 6.06. Oh... Not great. But let's go for it. Mansfield, we're going to try and control it. Let's try and get a little bit of possession going. Let's submit the team. We've got defensive positioning. I think we're going to start training attacking more often than not very, very shortly. Squad number will have to be given to a player. That's fine. Casasola is going to have to be given a squad number. We'll give him number 32. Unfortunately, that's all we've got, mate. So yeah, we've got a really big squad though, so we're going to have a real big rethink. I think a rethink at the end of the season. So Mansfield are evens to win, and we are 11-5 to win, which is confusing because we've increased the level of players that we've got in the team compared to the beginning of the season. Let's go with team talk. Tell the players it's take it easy, not worry about the outcome, just enjoy the occasion. Yeah, let's try and take the pressure off them a little bit. They've reacted well to that. Tell them that we need a win, man. We're really struggling for a victory. And our recent history with live games have not been great either. We've been losing a lot of games, so but anyway, we're going to start the match, and we're at home to Mansfield, and we really need to get a goal. Hopefully Casasola can turn it round for us. At least get some decent possession. And Randall for Mansfield's going to take the throw in. We're forcing them back a little bit. Taylor's going to play that short, I'd imagine. No, he's now going to play it long. He does do. Miller's going to pick the ball up. De Havilland, Lamb. Can we get the ball back? Lamb, Ilsamni wins the ball. Jordan Clark lost it too easily. Miller plays it through to Bolden. He's probably going to score. Wildsmith catches it straight at Wildsmith, to be fair. They probably should have finished that, and it was a clear-cut chance as well. That's the first opportunity gone, though, in the game. Carson with the corner. He swings it in. Casasola is cleared. Fletcher. Clark. Fletcher. Someone hit it. It's cleared out to Carson. Goodman. Goodman scores. It's 1-0. And we're finally winning the game. 5 minutes in, and Goodman makes it 1-0, and York move up to 5th place. 10 points behind top. So here we go then. It was cleared out to Carson. Carson whips the ball in. Goodman brings it down really well actually on the chest and tucks it away to make it 1-0. But we immediately start with the next highlight. Straight from kickoff, I think. Miller is Boulding. He's going to play it to Haviland's 1-on-1. It's a good block. It's a very good block. Very, very good block. Randall with the corner for Mansfield. Please clear that. He does. Casasola does well to clear. I think Casasola could be a good signing for us on loan. Carson smashes upfield. Richard's going to pick it up for Mansfield. It'd be good. Oh, that's the end of the highlight. That's good. To be honest with you, I'm happy with no highlights whatsoever. I would take 1-0 all day. Richards then with a throw in for Mansfield on the left hand side. Suarez manages to win the ball. It's smashed upfield. Please someone win that. No one wins it. Connolly does though. And we smashed outfield. Can Fletcher get it down? He does get it down. Please tuck this away. Good save. That's going to be a clear cut chance. Carson lose it to Suarez. Suarez just does nothing with it. Casasola picks up the ball though. Can we continue this highlight? No, we can't. And you will have to say that Wes Fletcher should have finished that, especially on by his standards and the fact that he's top goal scorer. But Bolden's going to come forward for Mansfield. Miller. Oh, they've scored. And it looks like Wildsmith has flapped at it. Real issue with goalkeepers flapping it at this level. Let's have a look. So it goes into Bolden. He cuts it in to Miller. And he does. He just flaps it. Another keeper doing a backwards roly-poly as it's just fired at them. And once again, we are drawing. But we are having a little bit of possession, which is good. I think we might go attacking just before half-time to see if we can make it 2-1 at half-time. Although I don't want to speak too soon. Mansfield have had 4 shots to our 2. Now we've had 3 shots. All of our shots are on target though, which is, I suppose, good. We've had 2 clear-cut chances though, so have they. Randall with the corner then for Mansfield. He swings it in. Suarez is going to head it straight back to him. Why doesn't he head it clear? Randall. What's he doing? We're forcing him back. Lamb, he's probably going to switch it. He does. Blair going to cut it inside. Please get the ball off him. No, Boulding's having a good game for them. Miller, don't give away a penalty. Lamb crosses it because Solar clears. Haviland, ugh, so frustrating. Haviland scored for Mansfield. We're going to have to go attacking. People have been telling me that we're not attacking enough. I've been doing nothing but attack. It's the injuries that have killed us, and that's then affected the morale, and that's then affected the form. Not good. This sounds like a really depressed episode. Oh god. To be fair, it's almost 50-50. They're just edging possession and shots. We need to get Wes Fletcher back on form. We really do. And Jordan Clark. He was amazing for us at the beginning of the season. But not been good enough. We've thrown away a 1-0 lead in the first half. Hopefully that team talk can do at least something. I don't want to go direct with it because we've got reasonably good technical players and we should be keeping the ball and playing the ball around, but the highlight's going to continue for Mansfield from kickoff. Richards is going to come from Drury, wins the ball. Hopefully that is the end of the highlight. Clark then picks the ball up and it's a terrible touch. It's really, really poor. He's not having a good game. 6.3. Casasola wins a tackle. Haviland though, loads of room. Out to Bolden. Bolden's going to come forward. Russ Penn, do not get sent off, Russ Penn. Lamb Ilsamni wins the ball, good. And he's just smashed it to no one. We are literally on... Oh, we're on more directs. That's probably why. Is it going to let me click retain possession? Yep. The highlight's going to continue though. Casasola heads it and they're picking up every second ball. We're so slow to the ball. And luckily Blair smashes it wide. Not great. This is really poor. Let's do a team talk. Let's go passionate and demand more. It's frustrating because a lot of the players that were playing so well for us at the beginning of the season have really dipped. And they're not doing great at all. And what's weird is when we were in control, we were having more shots. We haven't had a shot since we've gone attacking. Another thing that's strange as well is, I know this is the last 5 minutes, but most of the time we've got more possession in here. Yet this says that we don't. It'll Sammy though with a throw. Jordan Clark loses the ball again. He's coming off. He's definitely coming off. Miller. Back to Miller from... Oh, God. Haviland. Are they going to finish us off? Lamb, he looks like he's offside, but he's put it wide and over anyway. He was onside, which is lucky. But we've dropped down to 8th place at the moment. And this is not good. We're going to make that substitution. Jordan Clark and Adam Drury are both having shockers. Russ Penn's booked as well. Problem is we don't really have anyone to bring on. Schmelz is going to have to come on. And Ostuma's knackered. It's going to have to be Ostuma. Can we rescue a draw late on? Look at this body language. It's terrible. It's literally, this season has fallen apart for us. And what's frustrating is, what? Down to 12th, are only 3 points behind us. Wildsmith with a goal kick. I'm guessing this is going to come straight back. It does. Blair picks it up. Boulding. Look how much room he gets. We've got 2 ball winning midfielders and they don't win anything. Miller out to Lamb. Lamb's going to put this in. Boulding. And there he goes. Tap in for Miller and it's 3-1. Shocking. Really, really poor. This is so frustrating. The thing is, the goal difference is going to be massive effective. We're on counter here. We better clear this. Boom. 4-1. It doesn't make sense how a team's level, when the players' level increases, yet the players in form decreases this badly. We're losing 4-1 at home to Mansfield. And they've got a game in hand on us. And it's looking like the playoffs are unrealistic now as well, to be honest with you. We're 2 points off it. We're now dropped down to 9th. Accrington Stanley are now winning. And yeah, this is not... The thing is, there's nothing really else we can do. This will be the end of the game, imagine it is. So, a real depressing episode. Jesus Christ, I hate to not be entertaining. But if you're looking at this and you're thinking... I know exactly what he's doing wrong. Let me know, because it doesn't make sense how a team can go from being so good to so poor in the matter of probably, 3 months. We haven't turned around too much. We're just trying to increase the level. That's why I'm hopefully looking to get Rio Ferdinand in to see if he can make any sort of difference mentally. I mean, just look at the morale. It's really, really bad. I think we're going to have to do a team meeting after this game, but we're going to go assertive and aggressive and say I'm not happy with the result. They're all going to react well, as they always do. But anyway, guys, sorry for such a depressing episode, but I'm frustrated to hell with this team right now. It doesn't make sense how a team can be so good to so bad in such a quick... I know you can have a honeymoon period and stuff, but not to this point where we're looking at, what's that, 8 games that are lost in a row now. 8 games. We're not even drawing games. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it somewhat. Let me know your suggestions of what you think we should change and what you think we should look at. The tactic, people said in episode number 5 and 6 that it's not attacking enough. We're too negative. I've literally been doing nothing but try to attack to turn it around. So we're now a 4-2-3-1. We've pretty much got 4 attacking players and it's not happening for us. So that suggestion I've taken on board and I've tried. That's not worked for us. I think we might have to start going maybe a little bit more on the counter, maybe going to a 4-4-2. We'll have to see. But let me know your suggestions, get your comments in. Feel free to like the video if you have enjoyed it. This is, at least you're getting to see the negative sides of how FM can go. But yeah, at least we're only targeted to finish mid-table, so we're not quite on the brink of getting sacked yet. But anyway, I'll see you very, very shortly. I'll see you on Thursday, obviously, for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Don't forget about the Aston Villa series. Don't forget about the World Network game every Saturday at 1 o'clock. I'll see you guys in 2 days' time. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.